We're moving now to an update from the National Investigative Agency. A fresh charge sheet in the Gangster-Terror Nexus has been accessed by CNN News 18. Now, this charge sheet says it is about, remember, the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. It says that Bishnoi's gang is being run by Goldy Brar, who's in Canada, and that there are over 700 shooters in the gang, of which 300 are from Punjab. The charge sheet reveals stark details of the gangster syndicate. It also says, we're going to read out for you, that Bishnoi syndicate got associated with pro-Khalistani groups to get sophisticated weapons. Now, the charge sheet also says that RPG attacks on the Punjab police headquarters in Mohalli that, remember, took place earlier this year were carried out by Lawrence Bishnoi's shooters. Now, let's go over to my colleague, our legal correspondent, Ananya Bhatnagar, for more details. Ananya, over to you.
Well, stark details have been revealed in this particular charge sheet as to how the gangs in Punjab, including that of Lawrence Bishnoi, Neeraj Bhawana and others, were having pro-Khalistani links. And in fact, these gangs are associated with these pro-Khalistani elements, including the banned organizations like Babbar Khalsa and others, in order to, procure sophisticated weapons and to carry out their extortion killings and have a greater nexus in and outside the country. Now, what has also been stated in this is that, the RPG attack on the Mohali police headquarters that was carried out earlier this year was on, the directions of Babbar Khalsa's Linda and was carried out by Lawrence Bishnoi's shooters and associates. And the names of those particular shooters have also been mentioned in this particular session. Now, CNN News 18, if you remember, Toya, and we were only doing that show that day, a month ago had broken out that how the NN Vora committee, which was studying the gangs, which was studying the role and how the gangs are operating in the country, had given out a very, very clear observation in a previous charge sheet that we broke out last month, was that these gangs in Punjab have stark similarity with how it used to be with the D Company, the gangs that were run by Dawood Ibrahim and Chota Rajan when there were blasts in Mumbai in 1990s, and this is a clear observation of the NN Vora committee, and this has been reiterated in this charge sheet as well. So clearly a big revelation coming in from the National Investigation Agency. In fact, this charge sheet also goes on to detail down various targeted killings that these shooters have actually carried out, and this nexus has created, which includes not only politicians, it includes members of the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh, it includes the Tera Sacha Sauda followers, and more importantly, various film producers in Punjab, in order, and these killings were in fact carried out to instigate fear in the minds of people. So definitely these big revelations coming in against big gangsters like Lawrence Bishnoi, Neeraj Bhawana and others, and in fact the links to Khalistani elements and also to Goldy Brar, who's still sitting in Canada, have been investigated by the top terror investigation agency of our country.
Okay, so, yeah. Can you bring us more details, Ananya, on what the next plan is from the NIA to combat this?
Well, the National Investigation Agency had, in fact, last year registered the FIR, RC number 38 of 2022 with regards to investigate the Pakistani or the terror links of these gangsters, and had, in fact, in that particular charge sheet only stated that how these gangs are very similar to that operating in Mumbai. They are also, hinting and are, in fact, investigating how money is traveling. These extortion money is being used to, in fact, procure sophisticated weapons. And the National Investigation Agency, in order to combat all of this, is constantly, investigating onto the money trail of these gangsters in order to curb down the finances of these gangs, and is constantly trying to arrest more and more people in order to unearth these larger conspiracy, which are, a terror conspiracy, in order to instigate fear in the minds of people of the country, and in order to instigate and carry out terror activities in order to wage war against the country.
All right, Ananya, thank you for bringing us those details. Let's move on now to our next story.